Hey, how you guys doing? So they dropped a small little PV for the second movie from Nijigaku. So we already have the first movie and we know it's going to be a trilogy. It's going to be in 3 parts. So this one is going to be the second part. So what are the details? As we remember, the last movie focused on Shizuku, Kanata, Emma, Nanju, and Ayumu. Well, they've revealed that it looks like this movie is going to be focusing on these 5 girls. Shiriko, Setsuna, Karen, Ai, Rina, and Mia. So probably the last movie is going to be focusing on Kasumi. That's the only one that was left out. But they also mentioned 3 places: Kyoto on the left, Osaka in the middle, and Kobe on the right. So I guess we expect the girls to visit these 3 places in the movie. Potentially they're going to do some songs in there. That makes a lot of sense. So I don't know how they're going to do to break them, but at least probably one girl's each going to perform in one of those. We got 5, so I guess there might be some double dipping potentially. And then they also highlighted a little more focus on Mia, and I think they talked about her older sister in this specific scene. So I guess she might play a role. I guess she comes to Japan, I guess, based on what we're looking here. And they also talked a little bit about Setsuna and how she's Nana. But that's kind of the basic gist of what we're getting in this movie. The last detail is when it's coming out in theaters. It's coming out in November 7th, 2025 in Japan, and it's in the theaters. So we can probably expect us to see the full thing probably more likely in 2026 because it took a while. So that's about when you can expect to do it, unless you want to go to Japan and watch it in theaters. So that about covers everything this PV goes over. So first and foremost, the first movie, it covered 5 girls, and this one covered 6 girls, so that's 11, and there's 12 girls in the group if you don't count you, so that means 1 girl's left, and that one's Kasumi. So we can expect the third movie to focus on her, potentially, and I of course expect her solo song performance there, and MV, but that's a lot just for 1 girl, so potentially that's where they're just going to do a few group songs. Does that mean Yu's going to get something? Who knows? Well, if she got a song, but at least we know it almost guarantees Katsumi's in the 3rd movie, which I guess we might get late 2026 or something. So it's interesting that we got quite a few girls here that each are getting their own song, and I guess we can guess what song or what girl you think is sing what place, because we got 3 places, and those are definitely some relatively iconic places. So I don't know, maybe you guys got some good ideas of what scenery, what area of those areas that they will be doing their performances in. But then also we gotta think about the fact that they highlighted Mia a little bit more, and the fact that I guess they're talking about her older sister and how that's gonna play a role. Of course, that's a big part about her backstory. So I guess she's probably coming to Japan. What city, I don't know, but I'm sure that's gonna play a bit of a role in there. And then we have Setsuna with somehow in relation with Nana might be a role. So I don't know if these girls are gonna get elevated focus, but it feels like that's probably what's gonna happen because you can't focus on 6 girls in a movie very well. So potentially that's what's going to be happening. But yeah, that's more or less it. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about this in the comments below, and what girls' performance are you most excited to see? I'm curious to hear about that as well. So we'll have to see how this movie compares to the previous movie and what songs will come out. One of these, at least the songs, the MVs, the animations were all pretty dang good in the last one, so I'm definitely excited to see this one, but we're going to have to wait a bit of time. Hopefully it's all good. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. What do you think about the story elements that they highlighted with Mia and Setsuna? I'm curious to see how you feel about that. And I guess it's always nice to see the sisters of the main girls as well. And what do you think is going to happen in the 3rd movie? We know that's probably going to be Kasumi. Maybe you plays an element, but that would be the last movie. So who knows what's happening after that. If anything, maybe that's just the end of Nijigaku as we know it. But anyways, I'm curious to see what you guys think about this in the comments below. I'll give you a link if you want to watch the full PV in the description below. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.